Hey you guys. So as you can tell by the title, I'm just gonna give you kind of like a rundown of some of the most gimmicky products in the beauty community, beauty industry. Some of these are just crazy. I've seen a few people do videos like this and I thought, oh my god, I absolutely love this idea, I love this concept. So let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so first of all is that Lancome flower highlight. I don't know what the real name of it is called. We're just gonna call it the flower highlight. So it's in this little box thing and it has like these little fake rose petals and it looks so pretty and it's pink, and you dab your brush into the actual rose petals and you put it on your face and it's just such a gimmick. Yeah. The thing is, I can't remember the channel name, but there's a channel that like destroys makeup. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but they destroy makeup and they actually took this one apart. And the amount of product that you get versus how much it's worth, because Lancome, come on now, you know it's going to be expensive, okay? We know it's going to be expensive. But the amount of product that you get versus how much it costs, it's ridiculous. And also it didn't even come out in different shades. It came out in like one shade and you had to be as pale as paper in order to wear it. So for those of you who, you know, who is suited, good for you. But for the rest of us, it was never going to be suitable for us anyway. So on that basis, I managed to save my coin. But it was just so gimmicky. It was just ridiculous. It just never caught on. But I guess it would look really, really pretty on your vanity. That's about it. Next is the tattoo lip adhesive things by Violent Lips. Everybody who tried to put these on looked crazy. They were always way too big for the mouth. Nobody could really wear those seriously. You had to be doing some kind of shoot or doing something creative and artsy. You could never say, oh, I'm going to go put on my lip stickers. They weren't practical. They just were not practical. They weren't usable. And I don't think I ever really saw a positive review for them. But I don't think it was anything that really interested me in the first place. The Glitter Pop Peel Off Eyeliner by Too Faced. That, I like the colours. The colour selection, cute, cool. But aside from that, I always kind of worried that this little crease here would probably gather and pull up the liner, and then it's just going to be a mess in anyway. But I don't see the need of having to pull off eyeliner. I mean, look, I understand. You're cleaning your face, it could cause a mess, all of that rubbing and all of that good stuff. But I just don't feel like we need to resort to peeling off eyeliner, or I don't anyway. So to me it just feels so gimmicky. It just doesn't feel like it's solving much of a problem, because I'm gonna wipe off the rest of my face anyway, which is going to create a mess anyway. So what we're gonna have, peel off foundation. Oh, hold on, there's been peel off foundation. There has been peel off foundation. I can't remember who by, because did not prepare by writing a note down, but there has been peel off foundation, and that was always a mess. That was a mess. I remember those videos was just kind of like, what on earth? What are these brands coming out with? It's crazy. Lilumia brush cleaning egg thing. That to me was, as you can see by the picture that I'm putting up here, it's like this big egg and you put your brushes in it and you put the water and the soap and it basically cleans the brushes. But everybody who did the review, who tested it out, you could see that there was still product in the brushes. And from the looks of it, it really made the brushes look manky afterwards. So even though they felt like maybe they were trying to solve a problem, to me it just kind of seemed like it's more bother than it's worth, because you had to put the water in and you had to put the soap in, and then you had to throw out the water and change the water. It's like, okay, in the space of time that you've done all of this changing and throwing out and putting back and all of that, you could have already cleaned all your brushes. You could have cleaned all your brushes with a little brush egg or the Sigma cleaning mat thing. Like, you could have done your brushes within the space of time that you had messed around with this thing. And a lot of people had to go in a couple of times and use it a few times before the brushes were completely clean. It was over $100. It just seemed like a waste of time, and I feel like it just lengthened the process rather than making it easier, making it quicker, making it even more simple. But it's just kind of like, oh, a machine that washes my brushes. It really wasn't as straightforward as it was made to look like. Oh, Lipstick Queen with their Frog Prince collection, that change in color malarkey, changed from green lipstick to pink lipstick, and I think they had a blush one as well. And it's like, do we necessarily need color changing makeup? No. I would like to have makeup where I look at the pan, I know what the color is, I can swatch it, put it on my skin, and I know what it's going to look like. Or if I'm in a rush, I can see what the item's going to look like straight away rather than... Do you see what I'm saying? Color changing things are cool when you're in primary school, because I used to love mood rings, and I think I had I had a chain. I had like this tiny little stone at the bottom of it, and it was color changing. Like the main color was like royal blue, and then it's supposed to change like green and red and blah blah blah. Mine always kind of went to the greeny kind of color, but it's cool when you're in primary school. But as an adult, it's like, first of all, it's my makeup. Why do I need my makeup to change color? I just want to know what it looks like straight away rather than having to guess, will this suit me or not? Like, no. And Pop Lux, he has a color changing highlight, and even though I love me some Pop Lux, I love all of his videos, he's so funny, I just don't see the point in the color changing highlight. It probably wouldn't suit me anyway. I don't think it was really made for my skin tone. These things, I guess they're cool to look at, but to me, color changing makeup is just not practical. I want to know what it looks like by just looking at it. Is that too much to ask? Oh, I don't know who makes these, but these eyeshadow tattoos, literally, they were on like a piece of some kind of paper, and you'd put them on your eye, and then you kind of like peel it off, and it's supposed to be like an eyeshadow tattoo, so you don't have to do your eyeshadow in the morning. But the thing is, number one, they always look terrible. Number two, they're not pre-blended. They kind of look like 2 or 3 colors just kind of stuck onto a piece of paper, and you're still gonna have to go in with a brush and blend them together. So what was the point in this extra step? Because think about it, right? You have your palette in front of you, you dip your brush in and you put it on your eye and you're blending. So that dipping is a lot quicker than getting a whole piece of paper, measuring it up to your eye, putting it on, and either having to rub it off or wait the amount of time that you're supposed to wait and then peel it off. What's quicker? Doing all of that or just dipping your brush into an eyeshadow palette? I think that's a no-brainer, but they always look terrible. It's just so pointless. It looks cool, but really, is it practical? Nope. Oh, the Fine 1 stick from Benefit. This looked really nice, okay? It looked really nice. Like the packaging, gold packaging. And I think somebody tried to dupe this as well. It's literally a highlight, a blush, and contour all in one stick. It almost looked like Neapolitan ice cream, and you would swipe it on and then you blend it out and then you're good to go. But all the reviews that I saw for it, they weren't exactly 100% positive, because one of the 3 would not sit exactly where that person wants it to sit. Because don't forget, you personally may not necessarily want your blush so close to your contour, or you may not necessarily want your blush so close to your highlight, because everybody's facial structure is different. So my face might be a little bit longer than your face, therefore the way that the makeup sits, you may want it a little bit different. And also don't forget, you got that cheekbone right there, so are you getting enough product like for the highlight? Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's just not practical. And the 3 colors that are in that stick are all 3 colors suitable for your skin tone. food for thought. And one to leave off on is the MAC roller liner, or the pizza cutter eyeliner. This was so funny. It was kind of like, what on earth? It looked like a miniature toy version of a pizza cutter. And I guess it was so that you can create sharp lines for your eyeliner, like you can make that blade kind of wing, but it just kind of never got the kind of reviews that would really sell that product. Like, no, everyone was kind of like lukewarm on it. No one was 100% sold on it. Not everybody was, nobody said that it was the best thing since sliced bread. It was just weird. It was a bit strange. But it looks cool, and I get where they were going with it, but it just kind of didn't work out, unfortunately. So those are all of the Gimmicky products that I could think of. If there's any more, leave them down below. If I think of any more, I will definitely come at you with a number 2 of this video. Anyway, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.